Hello, and welcome back to our Advent Daily Devotionals. This is Friday, December the 3rd. This is day 6. We continue on page 14 of Heaven and Nature Sing. Our reading for today comes from Luke chapter 1, verses 18 to 20. Luke writes this: Zechariah said to the angel, "How will I know that this is so?" The angel replied, "I am Gabriel. I stand in the presence of God, and I have been sent to speak to you and to bring you this good news. But now, because you do not believe my words, you will become mute, unable to speak until the day these things occur." Our quote to ponder today is from Anne Lamott and her book, Traveling Mercies. Anne says, "I do not understand the mystery of grace, only that it meets us where we are, but does not leave us where it found us." Our reflective reading is titled An Angelic Timeout. Zechariah couldn't see the forest for the trees. God had just sent an angel to deliver a wild and bold promise, and Zechariah asked for a sign. "Here's how you will know, Zechariah. God sent an angel to you. The angel is the sign." We often miss the work God is doing in our lives because we're expecting something different. Sometimes we're looking in another direction and miss God completely. Sometimes we're trapped in the past, accustomed to the way it has always been, or to having nothing happen at all. Sometimes what God brings is not what we planned, so we get mad or discount the miraculous. Our expectations about what should happen prevent us from fully experiencing what is indeed happening. We are more like Zechariah than we care to admit, and frankly, the angel's response to him seems overly harsh. But the angel, striking Zechariah silent, is also an act of divine intervention. Zechariah is given sort of an angelic timeout, a chance to sit on the sidelines and watch a miracle of God unfolding in his wife's abdomen and in their very lives. His inability to speak is a mystery of grace that we cannot begin to understand, but leaves him changed forever. The reflection today makes me wonder how often I test God or try to make deals with God. Something like, "God, if I could just have this one thing, I promise I will go to church every Sunday." Or, "If I could just do this one thing, God, if you could just do this one thing for me, I'll give more money to the church. God, if you could just show me a sign that you're listening, I promise I will read the Bible every day. God, I'll go to church. God, I'll give more. God, I'll read more. God, I'll pray more," until I forget and I don't anymore. We say these things sometimes and then forget easily that we've said them, and we forget to hold up on our end. The good news is that is not the way God works. God answers prayers, but it's not in a way that requires a deal on our part. Yes, God indeed answers prayers even when we're not expecting the answer when it comes. And to me, that's the irony that I find in today's reflection. Zechariah is looking for a sign, and he's asking the angel for a sign, the angel standing right in front of him. Could you, ask God to send a sign so that I know what you're saying is true? An angel standing right in front of you. Zechariah, can't you see that that is the miracle? Of course, it's easy for us to kind of pick at his lack of recognition of a sign. But how many times do we miss what is blatantly obvious in front of us because we're looking for something else. We're looking for a very specific way in which God, in our opinion, should answer our prayer. It's what we want, by the way. Maybe. just maybe this devotional, this Advent season of waiting, will give us some time and space to be aware of what is actually going on around us. I certainly pray that our hearts and our minds are opened to recognize and experience the way that God is indeed answering prayer in our lives, in ways that we're not looking for, in ways we're not expecting, but certainly in ways that God is answering our prayer. And I pray that we recognize how God is using us to answer prayers for others in ways that they're not looking for, in ways that they're not expecting. See, we're promised that we never walk this faith journey alone. And this season, maybe we take some time to remember the importance of being alert and watching for all the world changing ways that God still continues to be active in our lives. Let's close with a prayer. May your grace, O God, move us closer to you. Help us to see how you are active in our lives and active in the lives of the people that we encounter. Amen. Again, thank you for joining me for another Advent Daily Devotionals. Hope to see you back all again here tomorrow. Until then, have an awesome day.